Today on Bella Confidential, we discuss pregnancy and giving birth at a later age. We find out the pros and cons of later life motherhood. Also, we are going to touch a little bit about fertility from a different angle. We're going to find out what food can help boost your fertility and, of course, help you to get pregnant no matter what age you are. All this and more only on Bella Confidential. Welcome to Bella Confidential with me, Daphne Iking, and indeed today it is a very confidential topic, but something that some viewers at home have actually written in to ask us a little bit more about this issue. A lot of women out there are actually pushing marriage aside only because they're focusing more about their career, and because of this they're getting married at a much later age. Henceforth they are also giving birth or trying to get pregnant, trying to conceive at a much later age. And we all know that 35 is probably the cutoff time for most people then. However, we do have good news, and it's possible to actually be able to conceive a child after the age of 35, 40 and even 50 apparently. So we'll be talking to an OB and gynecologist to delve more into this topic. We'll also have a dietitian in the house to talk to us about some of the foods that can help boost your fertility, and what are some of the no's and the do's and the don'ts of eating what foods to help you actually, increase your chances of getting pregnant. So we're going to find out all this and so much more only on Bella Confidential. Of fertility, and just now Dr. Rahman actually mentioned about the fact that if you want to boost your fertility or improve your reproductive system, all you have to do is basically consume a lot of zinc and vitamin D. But apparently, kita orang ni dalam culture Asia ni cakap makan ni lah lagu bagus, this one very bagus, but better we ask the experts themselves. So we have with me Leng, who's the chief dietitian from Gleneagles, Kuala Lumpur, as well as a chef here who is a chef from Gleneagles also, and we're going to be demonstrating a dish that apparently can, basically help, supposedly. Now, first and foremost, welcome to the show, Leng.
Thank you.
So, are there any particular foods that we can consume to actually increase our fertility, to help boost it up a bit?
Definitely, thank you for having us here. Okay, actually, of course, we do have many people asking us about this question. Nowadays, we have many women who get married late and who conceive late as well. Now, of course, there are many people ask us about whether there's any food which can boost,
like a magic, whatever it is.
Yes. No, generally, there's no.
Oh.
Okay. But as what Dr. Rahman said, adopting healthy lifestyle is so important.
Right.
Now, by eating healthily and exercise.
Okay.
So these are the two main things. Why is it so important? Okay. Now, for unhealthy eating, normally it can lead to many non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and etc.
Okay.
So therefore, now with these all complications, it can lead to imbalances of the hormone, and then infertility. Therefore, it is important to adopt healthy.
Alright, so maybe there won't be a magic food per se that can actually help increase, but are there any foods that you shouldn't be taking in order to sort of, if you're trying to conceive a child, at any age for that matter, just to help you out? Are there any no-no foods?
Definitely, alcohol. Okay. Why? Alcohol, first thing is that it is so high in calories.
Yeah, that's true.
And excessive drinking can lead to obesity, definitely.
Alright.
For your information, 1 gram of alcohol contributes 7 calories, which is almost equivalent to the calories contributed by the oil, which is 9 calories. I always tell my patients, if you drink alcohol, imagine that you're drinking oil.
Okay, now you put it that way, maybe that will put off people who actually enjoy a cup of wine once in a while. Okay, so alcohol's out of the picture. Fatty food like fried chicken, fried fish,
of course occasionally small amount, moderation. Yes, moderation is still the key word.
Alright.
No problem. Of course, we do encourage people to eat more of the whole grain kind of food. Why? Because it's full of nutrition, high fiber, So it is actually very good, very important. And besides that, also eat more fruits and vegetables.
All right.
Because why? It is low in calories and full of vitamins, minerals.
All right, so
And
basically,
antioxidants
as
as well.
mentioned by Dr. Rahman, there's no hard or easy rule. It's just being very healthy and consuming the right food in your diet, okay?
Yeah, right.
So now we have with us Chef Suhaimi, who is going to demonstrate a very simple, healthy dish that can, well, just, you know, make yourself very full, but at the same time is very healthy to consume, and it's good for you. What if I put grilled tuna instead, for instance?
The reason, in fact, in our recipe, okay, we have in our recipe in this book.
Okay.
This is actually a book just newly launched by Gleneagles Kuala Lumpur.
Okay.
I think about 2 to 3 weeks ago. And inside here we have got more than we have got 80 recipes contributed by chefs from local and foreign. We have got contributed by chefs from local and foreign people. Now, definitely in this recipes, you'll be able to find a lot of healthy food.
All these healthy dishes that one can, you know, cook up and very easily done also, right?
Yes. Now, of course, before that, okay, we are supposed to prepare the tuna. But again, for information, some tuna might have mercury in it.
I see. So
That is the
tuna
reason.
might be a bit risky then.
Yes,
So we're
that's
going
the
for
reason we
grilled
change
chicken today.
grilled chicken.
All right, let's go for grilled chicken. And Chef Suhaimi, what do we need for this dish?
Okay, basically you need a little bit of oil and then coriander powder.
Okay, that's the yellow bit.
Yes, and you just sprinkle a bit here.
So that's oil into your chicken fillet.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna learn a little bit more. Okay, Leng, so I'm just gonna go nearer to chef so that I can just figure out how to do it. I'm not much of a chef at home, but this looks quite simple. You sprinkle a bit of coriander powder. All right.
And that's it for the chicken.
And grilling is, of course, much more
Healthier.
a healthier option
Yes.
of cooking your food.
For information, Daphne,
Yes.
one serving of this, okay, this will give about 3 servings. So one serving of this will just give about 90 calories.
Oh, that's nice and neat.
Yes,
Someone
it's
who's
low
also
fat.
counting calories.
It's low fat.
Low fat gives you the energy that you want. You want protein, especially if you're working out a lot. And you just basically
Just have to grill it. Okay. And we will eat this together with the sauce, which is going to prepare later.
all right.
Yeah.
While chicken is grilling, then you
Okay.
prepare your dipping sauce.
This is the dipping sauce.
Okay, you start with tamarind juice.
Yum.
Okay, simple tamarind juice.
Some Jawa
And
stuff.
then you have your shallot, red chilies, and
Spring onions.
spring onion.
All right.
So already pre-mix everything here.
Okay. So we've got tamarind juice, and then you've got your shallots, your spring onions, and a bit of chili.
Okay. And then you season well with salt.
All right.
Just a little
Small
bit of
amount of
salt.
salt.
Okay.
And a little bit of
And this is the dipping sauce later for the grilled
Yes.
chicken. Again, for those viewers who just watched us, we are grilling chicken that has been slightly marinated in that sense with a bit of oil and coriander powder. He is cooking it right now, grilling it to be more precise. And we've got our dipping sauce made of tamarind sauce or tamarind juice with shallots, red chili, as well as spring onions. And this meal apparently is about what, 90 calories? 90 calories.
And, about 1 or 2 grams of the fat. That's all.
Oh, awesome!
Yes.
Because ideally, you have to take into factor what your weight and your height is to see just if you're male or female, if you're sporty or active, if you're not sporty, and then you could actually figure out how much calories you need per day. In average, it's about 1,800 calories for a woman. At least for myself, it's about 1,004 because apparently my metabolic rate is really low. So that is it's crazy because like a bowl of rice is already what? How many calories?
A bowl of rice, okay, if this big,
Yeah,
will
this
give
big.
about 200 calories.
That's 200 calories already, okay? So, Yeah, we don't want to live a life where we're having constantly counting calories. But if you're someone who is a bit concerned, like Doctor was saying, if you're a little bit overweight or you're a little bit too skinny, it's going to be hard to conceive a child, right? You have to be at your optimal
Yes, definitely. Just for
weight.
information, definitely. I did have a patient who came to see me before.
Right.
This is a teenager. Now, when she came to see me that time, she was obese and she missed her period.
Okay.
She didn't have a period.
Right.
So now, of course, definitely doctor referred her to see me to go a weight reduction. And she managed to lose a few kg, but after that, her period cycle all came back.
I
so
see,
it is
okay.
important
To make sure that your diet
within the normal range, normal weight range.
And does our calorie intake, should it be lesser as we grow older because our metabolic rate decreases, right?
Yes.
I see, okay. So normally, like for my age, I'm about 35. Yeah. My metabolic rate has gone down, I've noticed. I don't burn as much calories as I used to.
You need about 1,500 to maximum 1,008 calories a day.
Yeah. All right. So if I wanted to reduce, if I wanted to just make myself a little bit leaner,
okay, then the most you can go, I would say 1,500.
1,005.
Yeah, 1,500.
Put that in mind. So this is 90 calories, which I'm going to try out for myself because definitely Iking loves to eat. That's the problem with me. Love to eat, hate exercising, but it's okay. All is good as long as you are able to control. See, I tak sabar dah macam ni. Chef macam mana? Ada sabar dengan macam ni, tak sabar.
Appetizing.
It does look appetizing. What did you sprinkle here, Chef? That's like
the same ingredient inside the dipping sauce.
All right. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. You know, I'm not a big fan of chicken actually. I prefer fish. But we will try it anyway.
How is it?
Fantastic. Oh, ya Allah, sedap ni. You know, that's just it. When you think about healthy eating, you automatically think that the food's going to be really bland and tasteless and boring.
With this restriction and that restriction.
Exactly. But the way, maybe because it helps that it's, of course, we've got his artistic touch. You know, it looks so beautiful. So when I dived in already, I'm like, oh, cantik ni, okay. But it tastes really, really good and it's so simple to make. All you have to do are all these ingredients that you probably have at home anyway to begin with. Well, thank you so much, Chef, and thank you so much to you also, Leng. If you would like to get a copy of your Pleasures, you can get it from any major bookstore as well as Gleneagles, Kuala Lumpur. It costs only 129. It's got some fantastic, healthy recipes inside. In the meantime, once again, thank you to Dr. Rahman as well as Chef Suhaimi and Leng for being on the show today. Tomorrow, we will be having, let me see if I have my script on Bella Society. We'll be discussing the topic about reading habits. You know how it is, some kids out there, they're just not interested in reading anymore. And this is a subject that is very close to heart for me because I've got a kid who's 5 years old and she just hates reading. And for someone who's like an avid reader like myself, it's just very frustrating because I just don't understand why kids are not interested in books anymore. And mind you, comics do not include in reading materials. That's for me anyway. Once again, thank you so much, Chef. Thank you once again. I'll also see you tomorrow bright and early at 11 a.m. only on Bella Society. Take care, God bless, and goodbye.